Welcome to the world of Linux. In this comprehensive guide, we're going to equip you with the foundational knowledge to confidently navigate any Linux system. Forget feeling lost in the command line. After mastering these 20 essential commands, you'll be maneuvering through directories, managing files, and controlling your system like a seasoned professional. We'll start with the very basics, assuming no prior experience, and gradually build your understanding. Think of this as your Linux survival kit, filled with the tools you need to not only survive, but thrive in the Linux environment. So, buckle up, open your terminal, and get ready to embark on an exciting journey into the heart of Linux. Whether you're a complete beginner taking your first steps into the open source world, or a seasoned developer looking to solidify your core skills and stay current, this guide is tailored for you. These are the essential commands that remain relevant and crucial in 2025 and beyond. We'll not only cover the commands themselves but also delve into practical examples and real-world scenarios where you'll use them daily. Consider this, your investment in future-proofing your Linux skills. The commands we'll explore are the building blocks upon which more complex operations are built, so mastering them now will pay dividends in your future Linux endeavors. We'll break down each command, explain its purpose, and demonstrate its usage with clear, concise examples. First up, let's tackle, which stands for list, your primary file explorer within the Linux command line. This command is your window into the file system, allowing you to see the contents of any directory. Simply typing ls will display a basic list of all files and subdirectories in your current working directory, but the power of lies in its options. Use lsl, that's ls, followed by a hyphen and a lowercase l, for a more detailed long listing. This provides information such as file permissions, owner, group, size, and modification date. And finally, LSA is your secret weapon for revealing hidden files and directories. In Linux, any file or directory that starts with a dot is considered hidden. These are often configuration files or system directories that you typically don't need to interact with directly, but sometimes it's crucial to see them. Next we have, which is short for change directory. This command is your primary means of navigating the Linux file system. Think of it as walking through folders on your computer, but instead of clicking, you're typing commands. To move to a specific directory, use cd path, replacing path with the actual path to the directory you want to enter. For example, cd documents will take you to your documents directory, assuming it's located in your current directory. To go up one level in the directory hierarchy, use cd. The dot represents the parent directory. This is incredibly useful for quickly moving back up the tree. And finally, to return to your home directory, simply type cd tilde. The tilde is a shortcut that always represents your home directory, regardless of where you currently are in the file system. This is a quick and easy way to get back to familiar territory. Ever find yourself disoriented in the vast Linux file system? That's where Comes to the Rescue. Stands for Print Working Directory. And it does exactly that. It shows you the absolute path of your current location within the file system. This is incredibly useful when you're working with multiple terminals or have navigated deep into a complex directory structure. Simply type and press enter, and the terminal will display the full path starting from the root directory. This allows you to quickly understand exactly where you are in relation to the rest of the system. Now, let's talk about creating new directories. The command, short for make directory, is essential for organizing your files and projects. To create a new directory, simply type mkdir directory _name, replacing directory _name with the desired name for your new directory. For example, mkdir project will create a new directory named project in your current working directory. You can then use the command to verify that the directory has been created successfully. Proper directory organization is crucial for maintaining a clean and efficient workflow, especially when working on large or complex projects. Next, we need to discuss removing files and directories. The command, short for remove, is used to delete files and directories. However, it's crucial to exercise extreme caution when using this command, as deleted files are typically not recoverable. There's no trash bin in Linux by default. To remove a file, simply type rmfile.txt, replacing file.txt with the name of the file you want to delete. To remove a directory, you need to use the R option, which stands for recursive. This tells to remove the directory and all its contents, including any subdirectories and files. The command would be rmr directory _name. Again, be extremely careful when using RMR as it can permanently delete large amounts of data if used incorrectly. Always double-check the directory you're about to remove before executing the command. Finally, let's look at copying and moving files. The command is used to copy files while the command is used to move or rename files. To copy a file, use the command cp source underscore file destination underscore file, replacing source underscore file with the name of the file you want to copy, and destination underscore file with the desired name and location for the copy. To move or rename a file, use the command mv source underscore file destination underscore file. If destination underscore file is an existing directory, the file will be moved into that directory. If destination underscore file is a new name, the file will be renamed. Similar to both and require the R option when working with directories. So to copy a directory, you would use cp r source underscore directory destination underscore directory. And to move a directory, you would use mv source underscore directory destination underscore directory. These commands are essential for managing your files and keeping your file system organized. When working with files in the command line, you'll often need to view their contents. The command is your go-to tool for this. Cat, short for concatenate, displays the entire file content directly in your terminal. It's incredibly useful for quickly peeking into configuration files, scripts, or any text-based document. Imagine you have a file, simply type and the entire file will be printed on your screen. This is perfect for quick file previews, allowing you to instantly see the settings or code within. However, be cautious when using Cat with very large files, as it can flood your terminal with text, making it difficult to find what you're looking for. In those cases, other commands like or might be more appropriate. Cat is best suited for smaller to medium-sized files where you need a quick overview of the entire content. Sometimes you only need to see the beginning or the end of a file. That's where and come in handy. Shows you the first few lines of a file while displays the last few lines. For example, we'll show the first 5 lines of the file. This is great for quickly checking the initial settings or headers of a file. On the other hand, is perfect for monitoring log files. By using the option as in, you can monitor a log file in real time. As new entries are added to the log file, they will be displayed in your terminal, allowing you to track events and debug issues as they happen. This is invaluable for troubleshooting applications and services. Keeps the terminal open and actively displays new lines as they are written to the file, providing a live feed of information. Is a powerful command line tool for searching for patterns within files. Think of it as Control F, but for the command line and much more versatile. Stands for Global Regular Expression Print, and it allows you to search for specific text or patterns within one or more files. For instance, if you want to find all lines containing the word error in a log file, you would use the command. We'll then highlight all the lines that contain the word error, but its power doesn't stop there. It supports regular expressions, which are special characters and syntax that allow you to define complex search patterns. With regular expressions, you can search for variations of words, specific character sequences, or even patterns that match email addresses or phone numbers. Mastering and regular expressions can significantly enhance your ability to analyze and manipulate text data from the command line. The command is your detective for locating files anywhere within your file system. It allows you to search for files based on various criteria such as name, size, date, or permissions. For example, to find all files with the extension in the current directory and its subdirectories, you would use the command. This specifies the current directory as the starting point for the search and tells to look for files whose names end with. Is incredibly versatile. You can also search for files based on their size, modification date, or even their permissions. For instance, you can find all files larger than 10 MB or all files modified in the last week. The command is an essential tool for system administrators and developers who need to quickly locate specific files within a complex file system. Is the command you use to change file permissions? File permissions determine who can read, write, and execute a file. In Linux and Unix-like systems, permissions are typically represented by a set of 3 numbers, each ranging from 0 to 7. The first number represents the owner's permissions, the second represents the group's permissions, and the third represents the permissions for everyone else. For example, gives the owner full read, write, and execute access, 7, the group read and execute access, 5, and everyone else read and execute access, 5, to the file. Understanding file permissions is crucial for security and ensuring that only authorized users can access or modify sensitive files. If a script doesn't have execute permissions, you won't be able to run it. Is used to change file ownership. In multi-user systems, it's essential to manage who owns which files. The owner of a file has special privileges, such as the ability to change its permissions. The command allows you to transfer ownership of a file from one user to another, or to change the group associated with the file. For example, changes the owner of to and the group to. This is particularly useful when you need to grant another user administrative control over a file or when you're managing files shared between different teams. Note that changing ownership often requires administrative privileges, so you may need to use before the command. These commands are fundamental for navigating and managing files effectively in the command line. In the world of Linux, gaining administrative privileges is essential for making system-wide changes. This is where sudo comes into play. Sudo, short for superuser-do, allows you to execute commands with the security privileges of a superuser, giving you the power to modify critical system settings, install software, and perform other administrative tasks. Think of it as your key to unlocking the full potential of your Linux system. Without it, you're limited to making changes only within your user account. But with sudo, you can step into the realm of system-level control. It's important to use sudo responsibly, as incorrect commands can potentially harm your system. Always double-check your commands before executing them with sudo to avoid any unintended consequences. It's your key to system-level changes and installations. apt, the Advanced Package Tool, is the backbone of software management on Debian-based systems like Ubuntu. It simplifies the process of installing, updating, and removing software packages. With apt, you can easily search for and install new applications from online repositories, ensuring that you always have access to the latest versions. apt also handles dependencies automatically, resolving any conflicts and ensuring that all required components are installed correctly. This eliminates the hassle of manually downloading and installing software, making it a breeze to keep your system up to date. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, apt is an indispensable tool for managing software on your Debian system. Install, update, or remove programs with ease. Navigating the vast landscape of Linux commands can be daunting, especially for newcomers. Fortunately, Linux provides a built-in help system called man, short for manual. Man pages are comprehensive documentation files that provide detailed information about each command, including its syntax, options, and usage examples. To access the man page for a specific command, simply type man, followed by the command name in the terminal. The man pages are an invaluable resource for understanding how commands work and how to use them effectively. They are your built-in help system for any Linux command. Ever wondered what's happening behind the scenes on your Linux system? The ps command provides a snapshot of all the currently running processes. With ps, you can see which programs are running, how much CPU and memory they are using, and who owns them. This information can be invaluable for troubleshooting performance issues, identifying resource-intensive processes, and ensuring that your system is running smoothly. The ps command offers a variety of options for filtering and sorting the output, allowing you to focus on the processes that are most relevant to you. See what's consuming your system resources. For a more dynamic and interactive view of your system's performance, top and htop are your go-to tools. These utilities provide real-time monitoring of CPU usage, memory consumption, and running processes. Unlike ps, which provides a static snapshot, top and htop continuously update their displays, giving you a live view of your system's activity. Htop is a more advanced version of top, offering features like color-coded output, mouse support, and the ability to kill processes directly from the interface. Whether you prefer the simplicity of top or the advanced features of htop, these tools are essential for keeping tabs on your system's performance and identifying potential bottlenecks. Watch your system performance live. In today's interconnected world, managing remote servers is a common task for system administrators and developers. SSH, or Secure Shell, provides a secure and encrypted connection to remote servers, allowing you to manage them from your local terminal. With SSH, you can execute commands, transfer files, and perform other administrative tasks on remote servers, as if you were sitting right in front of them. SSH uses strong encryption algorithms to protect your data from eavesdropping and tampering, ensuring that your remote connections are secure. Whether you're managing a single server or a fleet of servers, SSH is an indispensable tool for remote administration. Manage systems anywhere in the world from your terminal. These 20 commands form the foundation of Linux mastery. Start with the basics, practice daily, and soon you'll be automating tasks like a pro. Subscribe for more Linux tutorials, and remember, the best way to learn is by doing. Open that terminal and start practicing today.